Hey people. All right, so I had another idea because we all know that insurance, the way that it operates now, is pretty much a scam. I mean, currently you pay premiums, like for like car insurance, for instance, you pay a premium. That money goes to an insurance company. They invest it into large assets, and then if you get into a car accident, they essentially screw you and avoid paying you any amount whatsoever as long as they can get away with it. So what I'm proposing is, and I'm sure there's people already thinking about this and people making insurance protocols and apps and dApps on the Ethereum blockchain and such and so forth. But I just, throwing my 2 cents out there in case somebody else finds it useful or innovative or anything like that. So again, I don't know how to code. This isn't financial advice. Don't take my advice. So the way I see insurance potentially operating on a decentralized basis on, it could be its own coin or it could be a dApp on top of the Ethereum blockchain, is that when you pay a premium, that premium will, it'll be all incorporated into a smart contract. So when you pay the premium for say car insurance, it will go via, through the Ethereum blockchain or something like that, and it will be held into another cryptocurrency asset, potentially like Bitcoin. So in effect, your premium is just buying Bitcoin every single month, and if you get into an accident, the holder of the Bitcoin account or whatever would release via the smart contract funds to take care of the car accident. And maybe insurance terms would have to change because if the amount of premium that was built up wasn't enough to cover the car accident, like say you drove it off a lot and got instantly whammed or something like that, I don't know how that would work, because the premium wouldn't have obviously built up enough time or added value for it to have paid for the accident. So that's not a fully baked idea, but it's just kind of something to get your mind wrapped around some, interesting early thoughts. So I think it would be really interesting because it could work out, because if the asset of, if Bitcoin, the underlying value of Bitcoin keeps increasing, then that premium that you pay every month will eventually be enough to just buy a whole nother car, like if you wreck it or whatever. But what I find interesting is that once, if you go to full ownership and then you get out of the lease, and so therefore, maybe the insurance company doesn't require you to have as much insurance, and so maybe even that the premium that you've paid via the smart contract could be reimbursed to you because of, or maybe on an annual basis, like every year that you don't have an accident, they just reimburse you some Bitcoin because, the price of Bitcoin is increasing. You didn't have any accidents, so here's like a little reward. It's like a reward system. So just kind of interesting ways. I'm not a legal person. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a coder. I don't know. These are just ideas I'm pulling out of my ass, really. But I think they're good, so I'm sharing it with y'all in case anyone wants to make this and start coding and build this actual thing. If you just needed an idea, a project to start, here's project number 2. You can pay me if you feel like it. My Bitcoin address is down in the description. So I hope you find this interesting, and I hope somebody either is already working on something like this or will take this idea and just blow it out of the water. So there you go.